Carefree Surf Clinic, virtual this year, although we hope to change that. We're going to talk a little bit about the Cobalt surf boat, what you need to know to get up surfing, loading ballast, setting up trim plates. So we're going to start right here in the front. So it's a pretty basic setup. On the Watauga Cobalt boat, it's more of a manual setup. You're going to see three controls here that are going to run your ballast, fill, and empty functions. Top side for fill, all three. Middle will shut them off. Empty obviously will empty those tanks for you when you're done with your day or you're done surfing. I recommend on the ballast tanks not filling them until you are going to actively surf, because it will take much longer for the boat to get up on plane. You'll burn a lot more fuel and this and that. So if you're just cruising around, there's no need to fill these tanks. It only takes about 5 to 6 minutes to do so anyway. So getting ready for a surf session on these, you can just click these all to fill. And the nice thing about these, they won't shut off automatically, but when they do have overflows on the side of the boat, both sides, about middle of the boat. So when you start to see that water flowing out, you'll know that that tank is full. You're not doing any damage. You just return that switch to center, and once all three tanks are full, you're ready to start. Next thing you're going to look for is your surf left and surf right button here. Once you're actually ready to surf, you're going to see surf left and surf right on this. It's just a spring-loaded switch. So if your goal is to surf right, you would push that button in. You'll see the light is blinking. That's actually moving the hydraulic plates underneath the boat in the back of the boat to set it up. Once you see the solid toned light, you're ready to surf on the right side of the boat for the hydraulic plate. The next thing you're going to want to go to is your cruise control. You're going to see this zero off cruise control, and it's very simple. You're seeing a real-time speed, which we're not moving, so 0, that's your set speed, what you want, and then on and off. I would start out at 11 miles an hour. You're going to select this far right button, and once you see on, when you engage the forward drive, it will maintain 11. So when you go to pick up the surfer, which we'll talk about shortly, you're just going to ease on the throttle till it's wide open, and this computer system is going to maintain 11 for you. So then the driver's only responsibility is maintaining direction. Now you'll notice this performance mode switch here. Right now we're in manual. You'll see that lit up, which is telling you that you have manual control over these plates, but basically your plates in the back of the boat are fully up against the bottom of the boat, so they're not doing anything back there for you, which is what you want for cruising around. Now, if you've been surfing with your ballast tanks full and you're just trying to move around the location of the lake, what this performance mode is going to allow you to do by selecting it, same deal here as in the surf left or right, it's going to blink, and once it's solid, you're ready to move. Once it's solid, what it's done is it's put both plates on the back of the boat down. Given that all the ballast is located in the center or further back on the boat, it makes the boat more difficult to get on plane with a lot of people in it. So if you enact this performance mode with your ballast full, it will greatly reduce your time to plane and make it a lot easier to move around the lake. On an additional note that I will say that you should monitor during surfing, I like to have a depth meter and a trim on this, and you'll notice if you select one of the surf functions, it's going to automatically move this trim for you to a position that is preset that feels best. And what that's done is it's going to allow the front of the boat to remain a lot higher while you're surfing, which will increase the size and the power of the wave behind you. Once it's set, however, if you want to mellow the wave out for smaller riders or people that are more on the beginner side, you'll just lower that trim setting down on the throttle control to 50 or even 40%, and that'll enable the wave to be much flatter and easier to ride for newer riders or younger children.